The following video is me talking about my own game. Expect bias and bees. Hello there, and welcome to the Bee Game in about 3.5 minutes. The Bee Game is a game for 2 to 6 players. Playing time is between 45 to 90 minutes, and it is a moderately complex game. This is a board game about bees made for humans. Scout your world, forage for resources, and build your hive. As your hive grows, focus on strategies of play to achieve victory points. The player with the most victory points wins the game. The Bee Game is divided into seasons, months, and turns. The focal point of the game is the weather. Each weather token represents 1 month of gameplay. Weather hugely impacts what your bees can do, and there are 3 types of weather: sunny, overcast, and rain. At the start of the game, randomly remove 1 weather from each season, and then stack them face down in order of autumn, summer, and then spring on top. Draw the first weather and place it into current. This is the weather for the first month of gameplay. Then, flip the top weather token of the forecast pile. This will be next month's weather. You will always know next month's weather, and you can plan accordingly. At the start of the game, each player has 9 bees, 3 comb, and 3 resources. A turn consists of a player choosing a category: hive, field, or swarm. Working in the hive lets you grow your hive, while working in the field lets you collect resources, rob your friends, or scout the world. Swarming gives you victory points, but can take a toll on your hive. When a player chooses hive or field, they use 3 of their bees to perform actions within that category. For example, when you send 3 bees to the hive, you can send 1 to nurse, 1 bee to build, and 1 bee to process, or any combination within. Once you have finished your turn, the next clockwise player chooses a category for their turn. Once all players have used all their bees, the month ends. At the end of a month, the new weather is triggered. Once all 9 months are played, the game ends and players calculate victory points. Just one more concept. The field begins empty. The field action of Scout lets you draw tokens from the token bag. Some tokens are effects, which provide bonuses to you or detriments to others, but most of these tokens are terrain. Terrain tokens are placed directly onto the field and can be foraged from for nectar and pollen. The field is the source of all new resources. Alternatively, if your hive is big enough, you can rob resources from your so-called friends. Robbing gets really dangerous when multiple players decide to rob one hive. To rob, place your first robber in a territory hex. Your second and third robbers can be placed adjacent, forming a chain. If you get enough robbers together, you can even steal all the honey in a hive. This game is meant to be a simulation of beeality and help humans see the world through the eyes of the honeybee. At face value, it might seem complex, but once you play it through once, it all makes sense. I hope you have as much fun exploring life as a bee as this beekeeper has had in making the Bee Game. Last year, the Bee Game looked like this.